From time immemorial, we've always known that the Igbo people are the most daring, the most adventurous, and of course, are the people that follow the money. We have always known that Igbo migrate for one purpose, for economic prosperity, feasibility in any region that is sea potential, and this is why they move. In the recent time, we know that ever since APC came on board, the APC RONUs and rascals have been shouting this phrase, Igbo must go. They have been shouting this, that Igbo must leave Lagos. Lagos is not an Igbo land, that the Igbo people are doing everything possible to own, to colonize, and to invade and to personalize Lagos State. That in fact, they are pushing an Igbo person to become a governor. These are the words of APC RONU rascals. In reaction to this, some Igbo billionaires who have had unfair treatment for the APC government in Lagos State, most especially Landmark, has now moved his multi-billion-dollar company into Enugu State. He didn't go to Enugu State alone. He has moved into Port Harcourt, and also is going to move perhaps into Abia State or Imo State. Now we can now see the APC RONU rascals are panicking. They are now scared. But before I challenge the Yoruba Rodos, let us talk about how the Igbos, how they impact every land they land on. The Igbos have been known to be one of the most peaceful ethnic tribes in the whole country. Never will you hear where Igbos will be the one starting a conflict. Neither will you hear a situation whereby it is the Igbos pushing tribal religious bigotry. They are only after their business and peaceful coexistence. This is why you see that the language, the ethnicity that speaks more languages than any other tribe are the Igbos. You will find that the Igbos, the amount of them that speak Hausa fluently are more than any other tribe other than Hausa people. You will find that Igbos are the ones that speak Yoruba more than any other tribe in Nigeria, more than the only behind the Yorubas, because yes, they are the owners of the language inherently. Now, show me how they are troublemakers if they are the ones that always seem to assimilate into the culture of a place. You see them having the capacity to even grow in politics of other region. Look at what is going on in Ekiti State. In Ekiti, you have so many Igbos in Ekiti as social advisor to the current governor, Banji. In Lagos State, you have Igbos there as commissioners. Go to Ogun State, you have Igbos. In fact, go to the north, you find Igbo in the cabinet of state governors. But you will not find other tribes there in Igbo land. The question is, are Igbos hostile, or the other ethnic tribes are the ones who are not ready to go and expand, spread out, seek economic prosperity, take their knowledge to other places and become dominant, become people of substance, people of significance in that society? I think the situation is the other tribes are scared. The other tribes are not adventurous. The other tribes feel comfortable in their zone. That is just the main difference. This is beyond Nigeria. This is even beyond Africa. There is a common saying that anywhere you go, and if you don't find an Igbo man, run for your life. There's a reason. I repeat, anywhere you go as a traveler, as maybe a medical tourism, economic tourist, educational tourist, if you go there and you do not find an Igbo man, you do not find a Jew, or you do not find a Chinese man, run. This has always been a fact from time immemorial. So because of their own will to leave their comfort zone, that, man, I'm leaving this my confinement, let me go outside. Let me go and seek more challenges. And when I see more challenges, when I proffer solutions, it's going to turn to money for me. You know, it is the man that provides solutions that controls the economy. It is the man that provides solutions that commands and attracts the money. It is the man with the value that keeps the money. And so this has now become a threat to the Yoruba RONUs, the bigots in Lagos, who have been shouting. It got to a point that the government, because of this screaming, shouting, discrimination against the Igbo people, the government had to cut out a large chunk of landmark. This became an issue wherein this man, Paul Uwanibe, seeked for compensation. Give me compensation. The compensation, how much? I think 200 million. Let me have this money so that I can rebuild. You guys, till today now, that road has not been completed. That place is left unconstructed, just demolished. So he felt that this is a political agenda. They just wanted to snatch that thing from him because they saw that that business was flourishing. And his neighbor happens to be Chaguri, the very close friend of Tinubu. And the Onikon, or what's that other beach there, Oniru Beach. So he sensed, he perceived this connivance. He felt, come on, man, this climate is no longer welcoming. I have to go back home. Now he has gone back home. The RONU rascals are now panicking. Look at the screen. You can see on the screen their comments. Some of them are beginning to say that, oh no, the Igbos are running propaganda against Lagos State. They are doing everything possible to demarket Lagos State. So look at what this guy said, Otuba. He said, we return every propaganda with facts. The Igbos are propagating a devilish agenda to demarket Lagos. Yoruba stay woke. Aside from Lagos State was not built by Yorubas alone. We have to be frank with ourselves. The places like Ikate, Festac, Ifako, Isolo, I can mention on and on. Ojo. Those places are predominantly Igbos. Igbos are the one building structures there. They are the one taking prosperity to that area. In places, you hardly find a Yoruba man owning a shop. In this same Lagos that they claim that is for Lagos, but Yorubas. The Yorubas must understand that give honor whom honor is due to. There is no crime in it. It doesn't mean that you are less a person. And it doesn't mean that that land does not belong to you. It doesn't. They cannot. The Igbos will never a day claim that Yoruba has stopped being, Lagos has stopped being a Yoruba land. They can never say Lagos is part of Southeast. The worst they can say is not even the worst, because I will look at it from the positive side. They will lay ownership to it. I think every man should be proud of that, because when people lay ownership to Lagos, it simply means they are ready to protect the interests of Lagos just in case of foreign invaders. Let's say, for instance, some people come to invade Lagos now. Those years when Daome women used to come through Lagos to attack Oyo State, because all through this Abulegba, all these parts, Abulegba, Ijoku, Agege, they were under the Oyo Empire, right? All those parts of Lagos that is now Lagos, Surulere, all those sides, Oshodi, they were all under Lagos. Under Oyo State. Now let's fast forward. For instance, people come and attack Lagos. The Igbos will be part of the people that will bring out their resources. They will bring out their resources to protect that. No, this Lagos is for us. Yes, we know that it is in Yoruba land. We have the Yoruba king. We understand that, but we have a stake. Shouldn't you be happy as a Yoruba person? If America, United States of America, wanted to say that, no, this land, we are not going to allow Africans. This land, we are not going to allow Spanish. This land, we are not going to allow the Latinos. This land, we are not going to allow the Caribbeans. It has to be us, Americans, that own everything. Anybody will send him out. Today in America, you have Spanish becoming the governors. In America, you have Africans even becoming mayor, councillors, even governor. An African even became the president. Has anything happened to America? Is America not getting bigger and stronger? But that myopic sense that these Yoruba rascals have, and by the way, I'm a Yoruba person, but I am not that archaic, because these ones are not, they're not intellectuals. These ones are just simply tribal bigots. Is there any other Yoruba state that we should be, that we would say that we want to be proud of outside Lagos? Is Ogun State better? Ogun State making such huge amount of IGR, they cannot be proud of good roads. There's no affordable housing schemes. Is there Oyo State, wherein the insurgents are now trying to take away so many forests that belong to the Oyos? Wherein the Fulanis are now saying that the Oyo forest is their own irreversible property. Are the Igbos the ones influxing? Are they the ones causing mayhem in Oyo State? And the Igbos have never been the issue. They have never been the challenge. They have never been the problem. In fact, the Igbos have always been brothers who are ready to support the Yorubas. But you see those APC RONUs and rascals who are hell-bent, and I know it is the politician that is sponsoring them. They are doing everything possible. They also brought another campaign that we do not want an Igbo first lady anymore in Yoruba land. Because a Yoruba man got married to an Igbo woman in Ondo State. When the man died, they started calling her all manner of names. They said she was responsible for the man's death. They said when she was supposed to take him for consultation, for checkups, medical checkups, she kept him inside. She didn't allow people to have access to him. And that was what led. There was no name they didn't call her. And she, as a woman that loves to speak her mind, after the burial, she started calling all those that were responsible, those that were denigrating her, those where they were calling her witches. And ever since then, they took it on all the beautiful Igbo women that no one single Yoruba man should marry an Igbo woman. That is not going to ever possible. If my son wants to marry an Igbo woman, provided she has good character, provided she has good sense of management, financial management, and provided she's responsible, she's not a wayward type, go ahead and marry her. Doesn't matter if she was Abia Imo, I do not care. I'm not going to follow such parochial sentiment, those primordial way of living. It's not going to work for me. There's no sense in it. There is spice, there is joy in mixing. But you see these Yoruba rascals, they want to present the Yorubas as haters. That is what they are doing. Now the Igbos, the Landmark has moved its multi-billion business to other states, as Lagos State not lost in some aspect. Some arrogant non-entity who do not know anything are saying that Lagos is like Mecca. It is in the hand of God. No weapon prosper against Lagos shall prosper. You know, they said one person is saying, so obsessed with Lagos that they want anything related to them to be at the helm of affairs or close that. Can you imagine? They say, this is an Igbo guy challenging. He said, you all keep making noise about Lagos. Ask Worry how far. You know, this one saying, this is an Igbo guy responding to the Yoruba RONU rascal. He said, after all, you guys shouted. And now people are obeying your instruction, which is leave Lagos for Yoruba. How is that an agenda to demarket Lagos? That is it. They are panicking. They are scared. When the likes of Landmark leave, when the likes of Koscharis leave, when the likes of Chisco leave, when the likes of Emzor leave, you can see all these big companies I'm mentioning. Emzor, the owner of Emzor Pharmaceuticals, Chisco, Koscharis, the sole importer of Ford, all these big American cars, Range Rovers, Chisco leaves, and so on and so forth. Look at the whole of Udumota. If all of them start relocated back to the east. This is why sometimes the Igbos are always of the agenda that the federal government, in collaboration with the Fulanis and the Yorubas, are doing everything not to ensure that there's a functioning seaport in the southeast. Because they know that the reason why the Igbos are concentrated in Lagos is because they are just deeply into importation. And the most viable port in Lagos, in Nigeria, is the Lagos seaport. They have come times that number, dare the president, and even dare the Westerners, that let us have a functioning seaport in the southeast, and then we'll see who will be ahead. My honest suggestion and opinion and plea is that we must stop this nonsense. If Nigeria has to split, we can split in peace. I mean, most especially between the Yorubas and the Igbos. I don't care about the Fulanis, because the Fulanis, I will know them. They are land grabbers, and they are blood-sucking demons. So, as far as I'm concerned, if the Yorubas will continue to cast aspersion against the Igbos, they have all the capacity to relocate, and nothing will happen to the Igbos. In fact, Lagos will suffer it. Thank you. Bye for now.